Why did chimpanzees and gorillas go to war? Chimpanzees and gorillas have coexisted peacefully for many years. The two species have been regularly observed, interacting amiably in trees. They even played with one another. But in February of 2019, an act of violence happened in Gabon's Loango National Park. It petrified the researchers who had witnessed it. 5 western lowland gorillas were attacked by more than 24 chimpanzees. The fight between the groups lasted for nearly an hour. It cost the life of an infant gorilla. It was captured and beaten to death by the chimpanzees. The brutal event repeated itself in December of that year in the same place. This time, 27 chimpanzees went up against 7 gorillas. Their fight lasted about 79 minutes. It resulted in another helpless infant gorilla being killed. It is unclear whether the same chimpanzees were involved in the first incident. The question of what caused these ruthless attacks remains. To understand it, let's consider the history and relationship of these two species. Both gorillas and chimpanzees are primates. It is a biological order of species that includes humans. Gorillas are the largest living primates. These animals have been nicknamed gentle giants. They typically live and move in small groups. The silverback, an adult male gorilla, leads the pack. Western lowland gorillas are a subspecies. They primarily occupy the tropical rainforests of Central Africa. The adult males in this region weigh an average of 300 pounds. They can stand up to 6 feet tall. Adult females weigh an average of 150 to 200 pounds. They can stand up to 4.5 feet tall. Chimpanzees aren't much different. Like gorillas, they occupy much of the tropical jungles. In Africa, they feed on similar items, such as plants, fruits, or insects. Chimps are typically between 3 and 5.5 feet tall. When standing upright, males can weigh up to 154 pounds, while females can weigh 110 pounds. Unlike in gorillas, aggression and violence is inherent among chimpanzees. Male chimpanzees often attack one another over territorial disputes. A new territory often means more food and resources. Research has shown chimp-on-chimp violence to be common. This suggests that chimpanzees are predisposed to murder. Chimpanzees and gorillas have much in common. These primate species have been sharing territory, food, and other resources peacefully for years. But the brutal attacks in 2019 indicate that tension may rise between them. The researchers who observed the violent encounters conducted a new study. It shows that competition over limited resources may have been a driving factor. Sharing is caring, and many species in the animal kingdom abide by that rule. However, this is not the case when livelihood is threatened. Climate change was on the rise, and fruit availability in Loango decreased. Chimpanzees have an instinct to fight over food and territory. It may have kicked in and incited the cruel acts. But why did the chimpanzees kill the infant gorillas? And will the violence continue? Researchers are only beginning to understand the interactions between the two species in Loango. They are still studying the effects of competition between them, so these questions remain unanswered.